Do you always get confused each time you hear the simple present tense and the present continuous tense? Then this video is for you. Do me a favor, sit down, make sure you hit the subscription button and then listen to me, because in less than 5-7 minutes I'm going to clarify that and you will no more be confused or use them interchangeably. Alright, I still remain Madam Odozo Cynthia Ifoma, your favorite English language teacher who would always bring English right to your doorstep. In today's class, I just want to be very brief. I'm going to bring 2 grammar topics right to your doorstep, and that is the simple present tense and the present continuous tense. Follow me and let's go to the board. Okay, before we begin to go through the board, what does it mean when we talk of the present continuous tense or the simple present tense? Alright, when we talk of tense, we talk of time of an action. So, the simple present tense is that very tense that tells us an action that is habitual and means something you do all the time. That thing that you do always. It also talks about an action that is true, an action that is universal. For example, I go to school every day. I wash my clothes every weekend. These are habitual actions. We use the simple present tense to explain this or to express ourselves when it comes to things that are regular or things that are habitual. And when we talk of something that is universal, of course, when we want to talk about where the President of the United States of America lives, we say he lives in the White House. It does not change. Even if Donald Trump leaves the office today, the next person that comes will continually live in the White House. Same here in Cameroon. When we want to talk about the president, where does he live? We say he lives in the Unitary Palace. These are actions that are true. So when we want to express such things, we use a present symbol. The next is an action that is universal. For example, when you want to say the earth is spherical, correct? Wherever you go to, whether in Australia, Antarctica, Japan, America, we still say that the earth is spherical. Having said this, let's go to the present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is that very tense that tells us about an action that is ongoing, that is progressive, that is still happening as at the time of speaking, as at the time of talking, that action is still ongoing. That is when you have the right to use the present continuous tense. And the greatest marker of the present continuous tense is the verb to be in the present tense, which are is, are, am, plus the verb in ing form. And that is what we are going to look at right now using the structures on the board. Follow me and I believe you're going to clarify the doubt. Okay, here are the subjects, and when we talk of the subject, we are talking about the people or the things that perform the action. We always use pronouns to represent all, because we might not be able to use all the nouns in the word, but we can use pronouns to represent all the nouns. And that is what we call subject. Subject is the doer of the action in a sentence. And the first we always have is I. And when you say I, when you come to the simple present tense, we say I do, I go, I teach, I speak, I talk, I dance, correct? And now, the simple present tense, when it is you, you say, you do, you go, you teach, you cry, you dance, you talk, correct? But now, take proper note of what happens here. This is where we have a little grammatical change, and that is he, she, it, what we call the third person singular. Whenever you have the third person singular, depending on the nature of the verb, there must be an addition to the main verb. And what do we add? When it ends with O, we add ES. And when it ends with CH, you also add ES. But when it ends with Y, and the person is the third person singular, you need to remove the Y and put IES. So we have he, she, it does, he, she, it goes, he, she, it teaches, he, she, it cries. It could be he, she, it does the work. It could be he, she, it goes to school. It could be he, she, it teaches everyone. It could be he, she, it cries a lot. These are simple present tense. And when it comes to we, they, it goes back to the former, the I and you. So do, we do, they do, we go, they go, we teach, they teach, we cry, you cry, they cry, I cry. The only place you should take special note of is the third person singular, where the verbs will always have a little change. And now let's go to the present continuous. It is simple, like I said. The marker of the present continuous or the progressive tense is the use of the verb to be in the present tense, which are is, are, am, and an addition of ing to the verb, the main verb. That is what gives you the present continuous tense. Let's check what we have on the board. I am doing the work. I am going home. I am teaching. I am crying. All of these are the progressive. You can see when it is I, we take am. But when it is you, we take are. And when it is he, she, it, is. The same thing that happened here also happens here. What is it? There is a slight change, and that change is just what you need to note. When it is he, she, it, the third person singular, we take is. But the rest of the persons from you, we, they would always say are. And another place you need to take note of is when you have am. Am. I am dancing. I am teaching. You are learning. We are learning. They are playing. These are progressive. I hope you got it right now. And the last but not the least is the use of have. We use this in the simple present tense. I have, you have, we have, they have. But when it comes to the third person singular, which is he, she, it, we say has. I hope that clarifies your doubt. From today henceforth, no more mistakes. Make sure you know the difference between the simple present tense and the present continuous tense. I remain Madame Udozo Cynthia Ifoma. Do not forget to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. Do have a lovely day. See you in my next video.